Is Samsung the ultimate in the smartphone world? I don't know. Let's talk.
I heard you got too late last night.
What is the deal, beautiful people? It's your boy Ramon, Lifestyles Defined. And on this channel, we talk about technology all day, every day. Today's video is an AMA, and this comes from Phone Daft. And he writes in, do you feel Samsung offers the most all-around ultimate smartphone, from features to performance and accessories and overall design? And if not, what company in your opinion does? Thank you so much for your question. In fact, if you're new here, you're not sure how this works, you ask your question down in the comment section below and we answer it in upcoming videos. Who offers the most well-rounded smartphone? This is a no-brainer. It's not an answer that I'm happy about, but it's in fact Apple. It's the iPhone. And it's so many different variations of the iPhone. And I'm not talking, like iPhone 6 Plus. I mean, if you go back and look at the quality of phone that's available in the $300 range, you're going to get some yesteryear's flagship 2-3 years back that just didn't perform well and it damn sure didn't hold up. And then there's like the iPhone 6S or an iPhone 7. You're like, whoa, it's hard to really beat that. And then at the top tier level, at the new, the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 10, I think Apple has the best offering in terms of performance. And I know you guys are quick to jump down my throat about this, but there's the raw facts that the processor in the iPhone 10 is just unrivaled right now, even with the Galaxy S9 on the market. So that's a thing. I would argue that even though iOS has been less stable throughout the years, the last 2 or 3 years, it's still a hell of a lot more stable than Android. Damn sure more stable than anything Samsung offers. So there's that. And then when you talk about accessories, right? Nobody beats Apple. I mean, you go buy a new car, and I'm not talking now that these manufacturers have Apple Play, the CarPlay, and the Google equivalent, whatever that is. I forget the name of it. There's that. But back in the day, if any car supported a smartphone, it would have always been Apple. Remember that the pin, that large connector that they had, and then they changed it to Lightning, and everyone who had a BMW or Mercedes was all of a sudden screwed. But yeah, Apple's accessory game is strong. I mean, not only the first party accessory game, but the third party accessory game. The things that people just make randomly to support iPhones is out of this world. Everything from speakers to cases to balloons, you name it. I've seen some strangeness. And there's something to be said for an accessory maker when you have a little bit of some money to spend and you have to decide, all right, who's this product? Where are we going to target this product? It's usually Apple, because that's the majority of the smartphone users, and that's the people that spend the money. After Apple, I would say it's Samsung for sure. Your question said smartphone, so it wasn't like Android. Samsung is undisputably the king of the Android world, and there's no one even close. Perhaps one of the Chinese brands over in China may be close in that region. Forgive my ignorance, but I'm not sure. I know Xiaomi hits really hard over there. Huawei is pretty hard over there. I'm not even sure over there Samsung still doesn't rule the land, right? Samsung is by far the king of Android in terms of design. When we talk in performance in Android, Samsung is not really the best there is, but they share a lot of that, right? Like, they all share the 835 processor, the 845 processor. They all share 6 gigs of RAM and all that good stuff. But it comes down to UI, and I find that Samsung is definitely playing amongst the heavy hitters in terms of performance and added features, added value with their UI, their UX that they add on top of there. But I think if you're looking at performance in the Android world, it's definitely going to be a Pixel. Nothing beats just the regular, or even like a OnePlus One. I hear is killing it these days. But overall, after Apple, I would have to say it's Samsung, no doubt about it. Talking about accessories, Samsung is no slouch either. You know, they've got the Dex dock, and you can use your phone like a PC. They've got the S Pen. That's an accessory. You gotta respect that. They bought the KG earphone headphone company, AKG. So there's that they ship in a box and they offer at the Samsung store. They've got the VR stuff that's quite good actually. I've had a lot of hands-on with the Samsung VR stuff, and it's pretty cool. And then they got a whole nother ecosystem of like fridges and stoves and all that. So Samsung is no slouch. They're just no Apple. If you were to say, okay, what happens if Samsung goes away? Ooh, who would take it in the Android world? I don't know. I honestly can't tell you who would be close. I mean, LG, I usually think of LG as the go-to in the flagship world, but they've been so flaky. They're so on and off. They're unreliable, and they don't have much of an accessories game to speak to it. Then there's like, again, the Chinese brands might be big, but they're not accessible to me, so I don't know, there's that. I guess OnePlus is hitting pretty hard, but OnePlus is such a small company. Like, you know, you can't expect to get on Amazon and find some wild diamond in the rough super dope case for your OnePlus. Like, no, it's not a super popular phone, so you get what you get. I don't know. I leave that to you guys in the comment section. Do you agree that Apple is just Apple and that's just that? And then there's Samsung. Who do you think is third? Who would you put as your third? Interesting question. Again, Phone Daft, thank you so much for your question. Thank you for all your continued support. You know the homies love it and we really appreciate it. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel. We got plenty more coming. And don't forget about Telegram. I've been telling everyone about Telegram. We started a Telegram group so you guys can come with us and hang out and just bullshit all day. Download the Telegram app. It's kind of like WhatsApp, but I guess it's a trending version of WhatsApp, whatever. That's where all the crypto kitties hang out. Download the app. Type in LD Familiar. Join the group. Holla at your boy. I'm out of here. Peace. Well, I guess, and the reason we started Lifestyles Defined is because if we weren't on camera arguing about these things, the technologies, the phones, the iPhones, the Androids, the cameras, the games, we'd be on the phone arguing about it. We'd be in each other's houses arguing about it. So why not just put it in front of a camera for everyone to enjoy it the way we do? That's what Lifestyles Defined is all about. We just